In yacht construction, the significance of interior or exterior woodwork really can't be overstated. It not only enhances the vessel's aesthetic appeal, but also contributes to its structural integrity and functionality. That's why selecting high-quality wood is a principle that is central to the ethos of Elan. We operate our own carpentry workshop, a practice that we've had maintained since the nautical division's inception in 1949. That's 75 years ago. Here in Slovenia, we are famous for our woodworking craftsmanship and are ranked as the third most forested country in Europe. We of course try and leverage this rich heritage to construct yachts with high-quality wooden interiors and decks, a tradition that dates back to the company's early days, when first Elan Yachts were constructed mostly of wood. But every yacht has wooden interiors, right? Why is ours better? Well, we at Elan, we adopt a no-compromise approach to this craft. We pride ourselves on our proficiency with working with solid wood, particularly in applications where durability is paramount, such as interior detailing in teak decks. Of course, with solid wood, there is a method in determining its optimal use. You try to balance usability, you try to balance the weight and the cost. And that, in essence, is considered an art at Elan. Solid wood is strategically employed in areas subjected to the most wear, such as corners, edges, and frames, ensuring the yacht's longevity and value retention and obviously aesthetic endurance. For the majority of interior fittings, we opt for okume plywood, complemented by natural veneer. Okume plywood is celebrated for its strength, affordability, and resistance to deformation under varying temperature and humidity levels, and is deemed ideal for maritime use. The plywood's crossing grain structure fortifies its structural stability, making it a reliable structural element, which is, especially in the case of our E line and GT line, then even additionally laminated when used as a bulkhead. Elan's high-end yacht lines, including the GT line and the E line, feature premium unblemished oak veneer on all exposed surfaces, while concealed areas utilize okume plywood, solely okume plywood. Conversely, the impression line employs characteristic knotty oak veneer for visible surfaces and then birch plywood for internal areas. Why don't we visit Žan and he will take us through our carpentry workshop.
Welcome sailors to Elan Carpentry Workshop. The process of creating Elan Yachts begins here. Upon arrival, plywood panels are categorized by type and thickness, prepared for a precision cutting on CNC machine and then numbered for subsequent processing. Solid wood arrives in a timber form. Varieties like teak, oak, and let's say Iroko are then crafted and transformed by our artisans into beautiful crafted pieces. The teak is placed in these molds, where pieces are laid out in such a way that grains runs perpendicular to each panel. We frame the wood in such a way that the grains are never exposed to the elements, and that's how we increase the durability of teak. These elements, together with CNC cut panels, undergo further handiwork at our semi-assembling stage, requiring detailed work such as angle sanding and veneer finishing. So, following the water-based varnishing, these components are then assembled into the yacht's modules, incorporating furniture, plumbing, electric system and structural elements. These modules are then ready to be lifted into the yacht's hull.